Hey, buenos dias, you bastards. How's everybody today out in 60 land? Good. Well, you know what? Sorry about yesterday. I really kind of went off on a tangent, right, about the mascots, right? Sorry. I'm more balanced today. Probably an enzyme thing or a medicine thing. Who knows, right? So what was I going to talk about today? Oh, today I'm going to talk about, I'm really kind of excited today because I've been in between houses. Now, for those of you that don't know, and looking in your family background here, I was a teacher and coach for years. And then in the summers, I would go work in New York City for my brother David. And my brother David started out as the dive foreman for Strongworks Marine Construction in New York City, mid-'80s, okay? And then eventually over time parlayed that into dive superintendent for Weeks Marine, and Weeks Marine is in business to this day, I'll bet you. One of the largest marine construction companies in the world. And then eventually became superintendent for all of Northeastern construction for them. And then my stepbrother, Peter, he also went to, foster brother, he also went to dive school, and he is now working, he is now dive foreman for another company, Andrew's company, and they, you probably say, what, diving in New York? What are you talking about diving in New York? Well, first of all, New York, when you think of New York City is when you think of Manhattan, Manhattan is an island, and it is circumvented, is that the right word? But with bridges, piers, dams, tunnels, and there isn't a bridge, pier, dam, tunnel, underwater lines, anything in that city that a member of my family hasn't worked on. Be it John T., Peter, me, Tony, my brother David, so I learned that business in the summers. And so I would work there in the summers and then come back and teach in the fall, teach and coach in the fall. And it was a great gig because you made a whole bunch of money fast. Also, I was the worst diver out of all of us. You know what I mean? I was the only one who went to college, which made me an absolute liability, I promise you. But the rest of the guys were all trained and went to diving school, which I eventually ended up going at some point. But I worked with some really tough, clever, ingenious guys that really could figure out how to get things done underwater in the worst circumstances possible. You think about New York City water, it's dark and it's cold and it's fast and it's dangerous. And I am by nature a chicken shit. So, but I learned from some really tough hombres, and the guys who I worked for, whether it's my brother David or Peter or Andrew or whoever I was working with at the time, they always looked out for me and gave me jobs where I was never really in over my head. Well, actually, I was in over my head, but not by much. They gave me simple jobs that a monkey could do. And then of course my buddies Howard and Ruben and Mark and and Brian Sullivan. I mean, there's just some great guys out there in that industry. Well, here's what I'm excited about today. I called the union yesterday, and I have to go back. And finish 300 more hours. That's it, which is like 7.5 weeks, and then I'm eligible for a retirement pension. Great, right? So I talked to the union yesterday. 300 more hours. I'm going to be going for that. In April, I'll be up there working with Peter, and I'll be up there 7.5, 8 weeks. Then I come back, do the paperwork, and I get a check every month for the rest of my days, which is really a good thing. That will give me the leisure to continue working on historic homes. So that when we get in between selling a home or not selling a home, I'm not like stressed out of my head all the time that I know I'll have a few extra bucks coming in from that. And I'll be getting Social Security in another year. So, so life's pretty good. It's an exciting day to be me if and only if you're me. It's anybody else, you'd probably want to kill yourself if you were me. But so that's what's going on with me today. And I have a million great diving stories about working with the guys in New York City. And this is hard hat commercial diving. Make sure you know what that is. You might want to Google that. And tough, rugged hombres that kind of let me tag along and have some fun. So, all right. Well, listen, I got a bunch of stuff to do. So peace, B-60.